Hey, Kyle Querec here, and today is a spicy one. We're talking about the most important, influential rock guitar players of all time. I'm sure no one has opinions on this, right? What could go wrong? It's gonna get tribal. How many are there? Who are they? It's today. I'm Music Minded. Come on. The Rushmore analogy might be played and a little bit old, but it helps to give weight to the point. Because when you play the tape, when you first heard them, it was undeniable. And through the test of time, the 10,426th time you heard that song, it's still undeniable. There was about a 50-year span where there were heroes, guitar heroes. This was a real thing, and there was a bunch of them. Two that affected everybody else. As much as you could hear it, you could see it. The God-given electricity, talent, and charisma. Look at him. It's undeniable. There are two. Jimmy and Eddie. Rest in peace. So as you can see, this is pretty important to me, and I'm sure it's important to you if you've heard these two guys. I did not grow up on Jimi Hendrix. I listened to him a lot, and in fact, All on the Watchtower and Hey Joe affect me the same way Strawberry Fields does and A Day in the Life. As much as Voodoo Child and Purple Haze and all like the nasty, the grit and the power, I love that, but it was Hendrix's beauty too that I just adored, and his voice. How about that singing voice? He passed away, I think, when I was 1 or 2. Obviously, his influence is on every rock guitar player of all time. But I did grow up during the 80s. The first time I heard him, my friend Mark played me You Really Got Me. I think I was 13, maybe in 8th grade, still in my Beatles type of phase. And I was like, I don't dig it. I don't like it. It's screechy and nasty. 2 years later, I was walking home on a Saturday. I remembered I heard Little Guitars off of Diver Down, which is kind of poppy and wonderful. And I loved it. I'm like, who is that? Who's that keyboard player? And I find out it's a guitar player, and it's that Eddie Van Halen guy, and this band Van Halen, and then Pretty Woman hit, and all of a sudden they really went mainstream. And then 1984 came out, which was huge with Jump. Second story, I was teaching someone just about 20 years ago, maybe a little longer, around the year 2000, and we're about to start the lesson, and he's telling me about, he's about 14, 15 at the time, and he's telling me about these amazing guitar players in this rock band. And I'm not going to say who they are, but everyone knows who they are, and they're very good players, and it's a very good band. And he keeps on going about it. He goes, you never heard anything like this, this, and that. And he keeps on going. I go, hey, man, okay. No, I know who you're talking about. They're very good. And I happen to have Van Halen 1 on me. I couldn't believe it. I own like 20 albums. And I grabbed it on my backpack, and I said, have a seat, young fella. And he sat down, and I threw it on, and I know he will never forget it because I remember telling him, you will never forget this moment. And I threw on Eruption. I didn't even look at him. I just pressed play, and an Eruption went on. How long is it? Maybe 2 minutes. And it ended, and this was his face. He didn't say anything. And what'd I do? I do what Muhammad Ali would do. I told you. I told you. The sheer power and the fact that everybody wanted to know what this cat was doing. Everyone. Hendrix affected everyone in jazz, rock, classical. Who is this guy? And then in 1978, Eddie came around, and again, it happened again. Just as electric, just as earth-shattering. And this is the deal that seals it for me. why they are the two most important. It's because of the charisma. It's because of the insane technique, insane ability. You love to watch them. You love to hear them. And their lead playing, second to none, right? We'll just leave it right there. Here's the final reason why. Because it just so happens they're the best two rhythm players of all time, too. That seals the deal. You tell me someone's better groove than Eddie? Stop it. Or Jimmy? Oh, my gosh. Stevie Ray's up there, right? There's some really good rhythm players. Hiram Bullock's a great rhythm player. There's a lot of great rhythm players. Jimmy and Eddie are the greatest of all time. And it just so happens they're the best rhythm players. So that's my take. So thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you're angry, or maybe you're happy. Regardless, it's really not about a contest. I know I like to do these little things like who's the best. It's just about to bring it up, to talk about it, to rediscover it, to experience it, to enjoy it, to hear it. It's Music Minded. I'm Kyle Querec. Have a great day.
I do not know this man.